munchkins and viewers alike, it's Munchie here. Despite, I'm gonna open this Niteangel cage. I hope you like it. Yay, yay, yay. Welcome on in, everybody. I am standing on top of the largest, bigger world Niteangel cage. You saw me unbox the medium size. This is the large size. And honestly, I have no gosh darn idea where I'm gonna put this. At my rescue, I use shelving units where I can literally store bin cages or the Preview 528 cages on one shelf, then the other shelf, then the other shelf. But this cage right here has posed a challenge for me. This is definitely a good choice when it comes to a larger enclosure for those people who don't have the room or the width for the IKEA Detolf or another IKEA DIY enclosure. This is probably the best bet you're gonna get to an enclosure of your dreams that you want for your small animal. So I am going to also go over the cons of this enclosure because I am currently using the medium size enclosure and it does have some flaws. So today's video is going to be kind of a speed run unboxing video since you've already basically seen me open this, but I'm just gonna add a few more details. And if you guys want to go check out that old video, it's gonna be down in the description below, so go check that out. So this is just gonna hopefully be quick. Do all of my unboxings usually go quickly? Nah. So we'll see how this one goes today. And for those of you who are new here, hello, my name's Munchie and I like to review good and bad enclosures online as well as to educate the general public here in the United States where I am established. And I just rescue small animals such as hamsters, gerbil, and mice, so I do have some experience with those types of species. So let's get started. Where's my scissors? I have been waiting to get this out of the way for a very long time. What ended up happening was they weren't shipping out the enclosures on time, and the last time I bought the enclosure, it was stuck in limbo and never got shipped out. So I accidentally bought two of these things. Yeah, two of the large ones. And I have no idea if I'm gonna be using the second one. I could try to make it work with the room of which I have the rescue in with the pet room and stuff. It's a very weird room and honestly it's a lot smaller than where I used to be at about a year and a half ago. So I just wanted to make a note of that. It would have probably worked for that old room. It just doesn't work for our room to have so many of these bigger enclosures that cannot go on shelving units and have to be on the floor. And the reason why is because of the top down. This enclosure is packaged very nicely. I do appreciate that. Niteangel has been very considerate. These things, oh my gosh, these things that are supposed to protect your floor as well as the enclosure, these don't work. These always pop off. So this one, I finally got the color I wanted, which is the birch wood. So I am definitely gonna be keeping this compared to the other aqua one that I had, but the aqua one was cool. This just looks a lot more natural and I love it. These right here, these little rings, one of the biggest flaws of this enclosure that I will talk to you here in a little bit. Panels, and gloves that are way too big for me. Plus, who uses gloves? Nobody uses gloves. I don't use gloves. These are too big. I don't use. Donate them. And because it's been a hot minute since I last made the enclosure, I will still be following the how to build combined wooden cage with pictures. I got everything kind of already laid out because my camera battery died just now. But I have everything set up here. I kind of read the instructions. So let's get going. All right, first we gotta put up the back panel. So it literally says back panel. So we'll put two and two together. And then with the little things right here, you make sure everything is on appropriately. So let's put them in. Kind of a little tricky. You want me coming in from this way? Yes, yes it does. And now this is the part that I don't like, putting these ones on, because these rubber bands break. And the problem is, this is how the structure holds. So when these little rubber bands completely break apart, if you're pushing it or moving it, and even if you have, say for instance, some left over, you are going to find there is some big flaws with setting this up, because once you are out of these, I did not see anywhere on Niteangel's website where you can get more of these. But I think maybe, I bet you if you actually went to their email and said, hey, I need replacement rubber bands, do you have any? Maybe they'll tell you how much and we'll send them to you. But I really don't know how you would get replacements, and they're called silicone rings. Sorry, I'm calling them rubber bands for some reason. And the worst part is when you snap them on, it kind of hurts. because they're trying to resist you as you're pulling them apart. Now this one is supposed to be the large one, so I'm going to probably have to compare this one to the medium one, but honestly, now that I'm just kind of looking at this, this looks like the medium one, and I really hope they did not accidentally just send me the medium one. Next, we got to put on these side panels, which I will grab. Side panels had the plexiglass right here. It had double-sided protective tape on it, and I took them all off just so we don't waste too much time. We'll make sure you're putting them in the holes correctly. Why does this not look right? This looks right, right? Yes? No? It's this side, right? Yep. Okay, we got it now. Gotta make sure you line them up. Oh, these are kind of popping out now, so I'm gonna try holding that in place. Alright, that one works. Pull in. Somewhat hole in, somewhat hole in, hole. Okay, we got all the holes in. Ah! Ow! Niteangel, come on. That really hurt. I pulled and it broke. I was going to wonder if I would be safe in this video, unlike the last video I made. No, I was not. Now, with the last one, it wanted me to flip this all upside down and then put this on. I'm not gonna do that because as soon as I did that, it still didn't work out the way I wanted to. So I'm leaving it like this. It asked me to flip it over for some reason. Don't do that. So we're gonna put it in this way. The support bar can just be laid right here. It is fine. It is not gonna bend. That's what it's gonna look like for right now. Insert the front PVC plate, then install the front frame. Niteangel logo needs to go on the bottom right. So here we are. It's probably a good idea to line up the support bar right now, just because it's so dang flimsy. In. It kind of sounds like I'm breaking this, but I'm honestly not. Alright, that's in, that's in, that's in. Support bar, come on. Help me out, support bar. We're actually doing this very quickly and very well, and I like it. There we go. There we go. Go, go. Everything's a go, guys. Woo, we did it. Now I just need to put this on. Is it bigger than my medium? I have no idea. So what would happen, say for instance, if they did not have replacement silicone rings? Well, what you could do is you could probably find silicone rings maybe at your hardware store. I bet you there's something similar to these rings that are not just used for this. I would have to go to a hardware store and check it out myself. But I think that if you want to make this even sturdier, because the problem is once one of these snaps, it's possible that this could just collapse. You're basically making a very flimsy DIY enclosure without having to screw things in really and make sure that it stays as a structural piece. That's the problem that we have here. It is easier to transport, but at the same time, if you really want this to be safe, you gotta DIY it a little bit. So maybe silicone it like with your tank silicone. The way it is right now is probably not going to last forever. It is super fancy, however, and the one thing I would recommend you guys do is make this in the spot that you want to put your animal in. It's really difficult to move this without things coming apart. I tried moving the last cage from this bedroom where I made it in over to the other room, which actually has hardwood floor, and everything started falling apart. Bad idea. Ow, 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 my eyeball! It just snapped in my eye. Oh my god, it literally got launched. And that is something I do not like. Wear eye protection, guys. I probably should. I don't want this to launch. Niteangel, I am furiously frustrated at your construction. I swear to God, if this one breaks. Because the thing is that even though these are supposed to have like little, on the sides, little indents for the silicone to rest on, it's honestly cutting off the silicone pieces here. So it's a win and it's a fail. Where, yeah, it will keep its structure, but at the same time, it's not going to either. By the way, when I was moving this, some of the silicones did snap off And I'm glad there was some that were still able to work, but for others, they just completely broke as soon as I started moving this thing. So not the greatest design, I will say. It's just kind of a cheap design, but for the long haul, it's not the most sturdiest. These are supposed to help with the hinge of putting on the top. So we got this, and then we got these right here, the bolts. Now I gotta make sure I do this right, because there's a specific way you're supposed to do it right. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's just put on the bottom silicone plate. Now the thing is that you're supposed to, for the silicone plate, put in the tape that's supposed to keep it together so it doesn't leak through the sides here if you have any sort of bedding that falls in between the cracks. I ain't got no time for that. But from what I was told, and just from seeing their website and people going on their website, is that these have been lightly sprayed with like plastic sealant or something like that, where it's supposed to be water resistant. But yeah, let's just put the final piece down, which is going to be on the very bottom. Oh, uh-oh. Please fit. Please fit. Oh, there is some hair trapped underneath some of this. Oh, it's okay. So there it is set up right there. Let's get the lid. Now it actually looks like for the lid here, we're supposed to put them right over here. Not on this side, but where you see there's another small indent right here. Can we just unscrew with hand yet? We can unscrew with hand, and I can drop those on the floor as I'm doing this. Because, you know, that's fine. Screw on top. Let's secure this inside of here. So there it went into that one. Oh God, please get it in. Oh no, now I'm having trouble. Why can't I get it in? Oh, nope, that popped out. That's not good. So let me just position this, make sure it's at least in. And, well, I was gonna drop it down. Woo, my God. Oh, something did not feel right when I was doing that. But that is what it's supposed to look like. And let me just secure this side again. They didn't break, they popped off, but because they popped off, you can actually see that it's already been cut right here where they were resting. So, yeah, silicone rings are just not good. But at least with Niteangel, over the last year, they have created new enclosures, because before, if you guys remember, I actually got the Niteangel tank, which is pretty much just a glorified reptile terrarium that had sliding opening doors. It has its flaws, and I'm still using it, but never again will I ever put gerbils inside of it, let me tell you that. But yeah, it looks like we're done here. Let me just try opening and closing it again. Gonna do this. Opens up. Oh, it kind of catches right there. It doesn't go down all the way. Okay, and then swing it up. Oh, yep, this one actually aligns a lot better. The sides are still popping out right here though. Everything has the silicone on it, so nothing's actually popped out. Silicone rings everywhere. Perfect. All right. Yeah, now I want to compare it to the medium one, so I guess I could go and try to bring that back in with my hamster already established inside, but let's do it. Oh my God. It's huge, and it is taller. Look how much taller it is. For whatever reason, I thought it said that it wasn't that tall. Look at it. Okay, so I know that her setup is a bit of a mess. Oh, and there she is right there in the corner where you can kind of see her. But this is a loon. This is the baby from one of the litters where the litters were born here at the rescue, because we took in a pregnant Syrian intake of 3 pregnant mamas. Never knew that they were pregnant. We were just trying to get them away from the person that unfortunately bred a dad and a mom together. But it turns out the baby's bred with the father, so great. Anyways, so I thought that was big when I made it. And I also made this a lot slower than I did for this one because I knew what I was doing this time. But like, look at the difference. I'm like Will Smith. Ah! Wow, I could fit in here. I can fit in here. I can fit in this one too, but like, look. I could live in here. Well, no, I don't want to live in here. But oh, this is really cool. Well, hello there, so much bigger. Like, look at this, guys. This is so cool. And just having them close together like this, like if you are a person who really, really loved hamsters, this is something that you might consider, just having them side by side. Plus, yeah, they can kind of see each other, but they have that divider in between it. But like, it's just so cool. The only downside, however, has been the lid. As you are aware, this lid kind of has slits in it. Is it the same equivalent as punch holes? Yes and no, just because there's a lot more of them. But I haven't actually measured the humidity inside of the enclosure that I was supposed to for a loon here. Oh, I am bleeding. Oh, the cage cut me. Why is it always the middle finger? Has anybody ever noticed that? Like, you get your most amount of like finger cuts on your middle finger. Why is that? Is it because it sticks out the most? But hey, the cage cut me. Oh no. Sterilize it. All right, I am back and I've healed my hand. Some people will say, well, you can easily buy an IKEA detolf, but a lot of people don't have a stand for the IKEA detolf, and it's actually, if you think about it, kind of a dangerous cage depending on how it's assembled, as well as if you have pets in the home and you have to have something for it to stand on. It absolutely needs a stand, whereas this right here doesn't need a stand. It literally would look good in your bedroom on the floor. Sometimes people think that, oh, cages need to be up high, but have you seen this? Try getting this up on a stand. You're not going to be able to do it. I don't think so. I mean, there probably will be somebody, but this looks just good in a corner somewhere. In your child's bedroom, or in your bedroom, or in your own, like, hamster room. The problem, though, is that these can't stack because it is the top opening. I really do like the idea that Niteangel had those sliding glass doors for their previous enclosure, and in this one, it has to be top down. And that's the thing where for my rescue, I can't have top downs. I really need them to stack, and it would have been cool if this could have been opening from the front, but we're still, I guess, at that point in life where we can't always get what we want. But for my rescue, I really don't know how else to display this, and because I do have cats in the home, I really just don't want them sitting on top of, say for instance, if I had this inside of here and my cats could come in freely, I don't want them and their lazy little butts to be like pushing on this, because like in the middle here, it's going to start to warp. It's going to start to bend. And I just don't want them to like accidentally break it to the point where like maybe this panel pops off because these at the same time just end up breaking. It's just, there is a lot of what ifs about this construction right here that I'm just not so keen on. But I do like the way it looks. That's the thing. It has the appeal and the size. I feel like in another video I should demonstrate how much bedding we could fit inside of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this unboxing of the largest size Niteangel Bigger World. Hey Niteangel, you wanna sponsor me or something? How about the rescue and the hammies? It would be interesting if Niteangel came out with a wire enclosure. Here we go. Niteangel, since I know that you've been talking to me on Instagram, hi there, big supporter, as you can probably see. If you come out with a wire enclosure, especially when it comes to like, for instance, mice or maybe hamsters, like Styrians, that actually do like to have like perches and things like that, it would be kind of cool to see what you would come up with. Just like how in the United States, the Preview 528 is doing such a good job, and I actually really like using that at the rescue, more so than just kind of one and done deals like this. I guess I have special conditions because I'm not just a personal hamster owner. I'm a rescue that wants something that kind of functions. If you can make the Preview 528 cage but better, that would be amazing. So I'm just gonna throw that out there right here. Maybe somebody would look into that a little bit more. Niteangel will go, we made tank enclosure. We made acrylic wood enclosure. Maybe a wire enclosure. I mean, right now it looks like Niteangel is catering towards the larger mammals as well as the smaller mammals, but the smaller mammals definitely in 2020 got what they definitely deserve. So this is this right here. So thank you so much, Niteangel. I've been recommending you to everybody, including people people have asked me good Syrian hides or good brand for a Syrian. That's you guys now. So thank you so much for catering to our small animals. So thanks guys. If you liked the video, hit like to show support. Comment down below with anything you'd like to say regarding this topic here today. And subscribe if you're new here, like to become a part of the Munchkin family. And I'll see you guys around in the next videos. Bye!